Even when I failed, it's not my fault. It's someone else's fault because I'm great at everything I do. Everybody's got a million reasons to blow your brains out with Ricky Warden, that's me, and Dave Jarvis.
Hey, that's me.
Ariel joining the panel again tonight. Good to have you, Ariel. And we are joined by
The great Stonehaven. Thank you all very much for joining the show
Dave
tonight, ladies and
Jarvis.
gentlemen.
All right,
Yes, sir.
everybody, we want you to join us in the chat tonight. Everybody participate in the program. It's not just about us, it's about you. The brilliant, the incredible, and genius host Dave Jarvis.
Jesus Christ, you really went there, didn't you?
All the way, baby.
Well, God bless you, Ricky. I really appreciate that. Ladies and gentlemen, it is Wednesday evening, my favorite evening of the week. We are joined by the incredible, awesomely talented Stonehaven that I've had the pleasure of playing with, I think, 3 times now. But right now, I just want to get the feel for the audience and a feel for our people. So, starting from the top left, Ricky, how has your week been?
Oh, man. Get off my ass.
All right, all right.
Yeah, man,
Ariel, how was your
it's
week?
been a good week. I've been looking forward to this as I do every week to blow my brains out with you and all the good bands that join us here. Ariel, how's your week?
Oh man, it's getting better every day. Waiting for Saturday.
Yeah.
What you got going on Saturday?
We're recording on Saturday.
Oh, shucky ducky.
Gotta work on that album, baby.
Got it right here.
Uh,
Ariel of Against All Odds. Everybody interested in hearing her music, hang around. We'll probably play it before the show's over. And that's Ariel Against All Odds. Join us again. Thank you, Ariel. Great to have you.
And from the bottom, all right, introduce yourself, Stonehaven, from the left.
Is that me first? Or?
Just left
Hey,
your
Walt.
Yes, that is you, sir, with the Wally jacket.
Yeah,
Wally Walter.
I'm Walter, current drummer for Stonehaven right now.
Very good.
I'm Mason. I'm the singer and rhythm guitar player.
And I'm Cameron. I play lead guitar. And
Wonderful.
I'm a Marine, so I guess that's pretty nice.
All right, all right. Well, thank you for your service, sir. How's y'all's week been?
Of course. It's going.
Bang it, baby. Bang it.
Dude, this is my second day off of work because we haven't had any jobs, but I still get a retainer check every week. So big
Oh,
thumbs up for
playing
me.
the
I've been-
system.
Yeah.
I was at Walmart 30 minutes ago, so
Just made it.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
great.
I've been up since 2. I've had a long day.
Damn.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much for staying up with us.
Oh, yeah, of course. Loving it.
So we're here to talk about the show that I guess just got rescheduled. It was Friday, but now it's Saturday up at Six Springs. Tell us about the show this Saturday.
Man, we're getting to play with our friends Grand Illusion. I don't know if y'all have ever heard them or not. They
Not familiar.
kick ass group of dudes.
Styx
It's just-
cover band.
No, they're
Oh,
they're all
Grand
original.
Delusion.
Yeah,
I have heard of that. Yeah.
Yep, they're my friend Eric. He's the singer and the guitar player, and he's double the singer that I am, and he plays guitar like a madman, and all at once. You know, so we're
Awesome.
excited. I think it's going to be a good show.
Badass. And is it just y'all two?
Yep. So
Oh,
when we were
okay.
at Rob's, Terry, y'all know Terry and Melissa, right?
Yes.
At Rob
Yeah.
Johnson.
Yeah, Terry was going to open the night when we were at Rob's, but you know he'll be busy on Saturday night, so it'll just be us two.
And are you kicking off some kind of tour?
So we're going to just the Whiskey A Go Go in California, out in LA. That'll be our only stop. We were gonna have a tour around it, but the recent lineup change, we figured we'll just push that off later in the year with all the
Yeah,
extra
a little
dates.
bit.
Well, that's awesome.
Yep. So we'll go out there. We'll open for a Stone Breed on the 27th.
Oh, I love Stone Breed. Hell yeah.
I was gonna say they just played not that long ago.
Yeah, we actually got to play with them at Six Springs.
Yeah.
I think a year and a half ago or so.
Yeah, 21.
They're really cool guys.
I like Six Springs. It's a good venue.
Now, y'all are a relatively new band, yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
I think
How did
we've
the Stonehaven sound come about? How was it formulated?
So originally, me and the old guitar player, he graduated from the same high school as me a year before me, and we kind of went our separate ways after high school. And as COVID hit, we started getting into bands and stuff, and he was playing in country bands, and I was playing in metal bands, and we were both kind of tired of not having creative control in the bands we were in. So we were just got talking one day and jamming, and we were like, hey, let's try to let's find a middle ground for what I'm playing and what he was playing at the time, and that was just kind of how we ended up with the sound we have.
Okay. And y'all have had quite a few lineup changes, is that correct?
This is the first lineup change
okay.
that isn't a bass player. We've been through a lot of bass players.
Oh, okay.
This is the first lineup change in any other.
I don't want to talk about it.
Do you think that's influenced the sound at all?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Hopefully in a good way.
Yeah, y'all right there, Cackles?
I don't know, man. That's one of the funniest things I've heard, man. That was a great comic relief. Thank you, brother.
He's
I've
a
heard
sucker for a
that-
good bassist joke.
Yeah, I've heard that put many ways, man. But in that context, that naturally was pretty nice. Thank you. No
Lovely.
band changes, just a lot of bass players.
Yeah, no, right. Do you think the sound has evolved with each new bassist?
Yeah, I think when our first bass player was my childhood friend from high school, and he joined up with us, and he was like, I'm gonna help you guys out as much as I can, and eventually he went off to go to go back to school and everything. So we've kind of found bass players that have come from different genres, kind of the same way we did, and I think it adds a lot when you try to meld different perspectives, different ideas of how writing and playing. Once you find a middle ground on all that, I think it changes the sound a lot.
Oh, absolutely. Walter, what kind of feels did you bring to the band? What kind of influences?
Well, I'm in like a pop punk band outside of this, so I'm doing kind of like fast, Trey Cool type stuff. But when I'm doing this stuff, I'm taking a lot of like Dave Grohl type stuff, Foo Fighters, Nirvana, Queens of the Stone Age stuff, and kind of tossing it in there. It's kind of my thing. Hit hard, play fast.
Yeah,
I like that.
we have sped up since him and Jacob have joined the band. Everything has gone up at least 5 BPM since they
There you
joined
go.
the
They have some energy. It's fine.
band.
Yeah, Cameron, what kind of feels do you bring to the band?
I would say I'm a pretty similar genre-wise to what Walter's coming from. I'm a huge fan of Foo Fighters, Queens of the Stone Age, really big into like Chevelle, early 2000s, 90s bands. That's all that I am. I got a bunch of tattoos and stuff, all music related, and I'm the old guy in the band, so I bring all the old school vibes to what everybody else is kind of playing.
Well, luckily, good music does not have an age or, parameters. So I'd say y'all are on the right track. How is some Stonehaven recording coming along?
So we are going to hop in the studio, I would say probably a month after we get back from the 27th. try to save up a little bit of money. I want to get 4 or 5 songs recorded way in advance and then release them one by one over the next year or so. But as of right now, it's all in the demo phase.
Nice. Who are you trying to record with?
So we had been recording with Bart Rose from Fort Worth Sound.
Cool.
We may go visit him again, but I was on a panel for a talent show, and one of the other panel members owned a studio, so I think we may go visit him as well, just because he's a little bit closer to home for all of us, because he's out in Commerce. So.
Sweet. Is there a title for the album?
Not yet. Not yet. I want to see what we do end up getting done, because I want to do multiple single releases and then like a series of EPs that will kind of have their own little universe to live in. So we'll see kind of once.
Each one has its own little terrarium. I like that.
Yeah.
Well, for those that are unaware, describe the Stonehaven sound to the common folk.
So we're the love child of maybe an Alice in Chains, a Led Zeppelin, and a Royal Blood, where it's upbeat and it's fast, but we try to be a little more intricate. We try to be a little bit out of the box with some things.
Yeah, I noticed you go back and forth on playing guitar live and then just holding the mic. Do you have a preference?
It's more comfortable holding a guitar because I don't have to be Diamond Dave whenever I'm holding a guitar. But I feel weird sometimes just holding the mic because I'm like, what do I do with my hands?
Ricky Bobby.
Yeah. So, I'm learning.
You scream and shake your tail and drink Jack Daniels.
Yeah, that's true. That's what I've been missing. I think I've just been drinking beer. I need to move to whiskey.
Yeah, to the hard shit.
Yeah.
That's when you get the real pain.
And do some of those. Try to get up there.
Stop it. You're giving me an erection.
Whoa.
Okay, back to the show. So I saw y'all New Year's Day 2022, and because we played with y'all. I'm in Dank, and we played with y'all at the Haltom. And
yeah.
So our drummer at the time, I guess, got onto y'all's drummer about taking apart the entire set on stage, and he's been known to speak his mind very clearly. So if he said something that may have upset y'all, for what it's worth, he doesn't speak for us, and he's no longer in the band.
That's No, if he was breaking it all down on stage, then you may have to have gotten onto him. He may be justified. We've always been really big about get on efficient, get off efficient. So he may have been justified in a little bit of ass chewing.
Yeah, but I think y'all must have just been like completely green at that point, right?
Yeah, I think. Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Y'all been racking up some pretty sweet gigs around DFW. Who are some of the bigger names that you've been pleasured to grace the stage with?
Man, it started with Kingdom Collapse. We got the opportunity with Chris Pallone when he was at the Rail Club. We opened for them, and we did a good enough job, I think. And he asked us to come and open January of last year for Hinder and Tantric, and that was a really big one for us. We've opened for Texas Hippie Coalition. Has been a cool one. They're super awesome people, and the drummer from that band is in Locust Grove, and we've opened for them as well. And that whole camp is just super awesome people.
Most definitely.
Hey, Dave Jarvis, do you mind I jump in here with these chats because we got some hot news right now. Mason from Stonehaven just brought up the Rail Club. Well, Dan McNew, just the facts man, is in the chat saying big local news is the closing of the Rail Club.
Yep.
So,
Yeah.
right there, broken right here.
Yeah. I heard Ethan Massey. He'll be taking what business is left and taking it over to Big Rob's. So we wish Big Rob's all the luck in the world.
Kind of saw that in the cards, didn't we?
Well,
Since
this is
we
like
do the concert calendar, I'm kind of forced to be aware of shows, and he's been booking shows over there for a little while already.
But here's the weird thing: they just announced that they're closing their doors, but they're still running shows. So I don't know what's going on there.
I
they're
think those are gonna get
Band
moved to Rob's.
beware.
Yeah, he said they're gonna move them to Big Rob's. They're gonna try to transfer all of them over.
That's why we moved over to Six Springs. So they could,
Okay,
they
so
could
I
have it.
also want to bring up
okay.
that we have someone from Virginia listening tonight, C.D. Kaufman. Does that sound familiar?
That'd be my dad. Hi, Dad.
Look at there. Hello, Dad. We're honored to have you as well.
Hello, Virginia.
And hello, the land of lovers.
Hey, Ville girl.
She's one of our regulars, and then we're honored to have Dan McNew in. He says, how'd you guys get the whiskey gig? Great question.
Got lucky, I think.
And, of course, he's a personal friend of Big Daddy Rich, so he throws out the Big Daddy Rich is cool.
Big Daddy Rich is a cool guy.
Hey, we got more than one from Virginia. We got Angsty Bear.
All right.
I've got a whole lot of family on the East Coast that are chiming in.
Nice.
That's awesome. Yeah, Virginia is beautiful, beautiful country.
Yeah, you should see my dad's house. It's out in the mountains.
Well, let's go ahead and put your handsome face up here for them to see. Say hello to your family.
Hi, guys. Long time no see.
This show just got a lot better looking.
A little bit.
Hey.
So a little bit about me since I'm a big guy on the screen now. It's a long story of how I got in this band. I just kind of was following around Stonehaven, just befriending the band, following the local music scene around here.
We just happen to have the time and are interested to know.
And appreciate it. So I've been out here for 2 years with the Marine Corps as a recruiter, and that has its ups and downs. But I'm fixing to head out of here, and I want to kind of stay in the local area. And I like the music scene out here, and I like what Stonehaven was doing. So I got the opportunity to join with the Mason, and I'm lucky enough to play lead guitar for him now. So I love the kind of music we play, and I love what kind of opportunities I can bring for the band.
Look, Mom's in the crowd, so don't be nervous or anything.
No pressure.
We love family reunions.
Absolutely. This is wonderful. Hello from Idaho, says Hannah Fisher.
Yeah, with me, I got family from a bunch of military different branches, so we're kind of scattered all about. My brother's a Marine. Brother's a Marine. Dad's Air Force veteran. Sister's married to an Air Force guy. So they're all over the place.
Well, thank you all. So, has it just been topsy-turvy since you joined the band, or was it exactly as you expected it to be?
It was interesting because my initial reason for joining was to replace Mason on rhythm, and then everything imploded. So I got handed the lead spot, and I'm happy to take it. It's a new route for me, but I'm looking forward to doing some great things with Mason. And he's the creative guy. He's in charge of all our outlandish ideas, like driving across the country to the whiskey and want to do podcasts and having pyrotechnics at shows and trying to get out there. So he's the creative guy. I'm just along for the ride.
Walt and Jacob don't know about that one yet.
I was surprised.
Oh, hey, look who joined.
Now, when you say replace Mason, you mean like you're going to push him down some stairs or something?
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
Okay.
Cool. Mason, his voice is one of those things that really stood out to me. The first time I ever saw Stonehaven, there's this one song, Scream, that he does a super high note that the first time I saw it, blown away. So it's pretty great for me to be able to play with Mason. He's a great friend of mine, and he makes some great music. I love it.
He does make some great music. The 3 times that I've seen y'all, I get really just hypnotized. There's something very hypnotic about y'all's sound, and I really appreciate that.
We appreciate you saying that.
Is it? How do y'all write songs? Is it just Mason comes to the table with it?
Right
Well,
now,
I mean,
I've got a lot of riffs on backlog, but I think Cameron said he's got a bunch of stuff.
I've got years and years of things recorded over the past few years just myself. Whole songs, little riff ideas I just kind of pieced together at my house, and I'm glad to finally put them to use. Hopefully.
What do y'all usually play to warm up before y'all actually start playing your own music?
Man, lately it's just been our set. We're trying to get we've had all the pieces I think now for 4 practices total, so maybe a month and a half. So we just kind of get in the recording, or not the recording, but the practice room, and do as many run throughs as we can to try to get as tight.
How many songs do you have?
Right now we got 8.
8, yeah.
We're working on more.
So when you practice those 8 pretty much straight through.
Yep.
Yeah, we're trying to figure out a good set list to kind of run through what flows well, and looking to do maybe a few covers here and there if it's not forbidden,
Yeah.
some Nirvana, Royal Blood things.
I like Royal Blood. Not a lot of people around here know about Royal Blood, but they're a fantastic band.
They're phenomenal. I saw them in 2017, open for Queens of the Stone Age. Great show.
Ooh, that must have been badass.
Jinx.
Do I owe you a Coke or you owe me?
I jinxed you, so you owe me a Coke.
I owe you a Coke.
What are you drinking tonight?
I got Bush. Yeah, I got Bush. Nobody else is drinking? Well,
I was gonna say Cameron was drinking something blue earlier.
It's like a Mountain Dew with some margarita mix and a little bit of other stuff in there, but gotta unwind after a long day.
Yeah.
I agree completely.
I've been
Is that your
working
favorite
up
way
off
to
of
wind down?
24-foot ladders.
Unwind.
Not usually. I try and just music is honestly my way of unwinding, as long as I don't feel like I'm sucking that day.
Music is my everything.
So, how long have you and Walter been in the band?
I've been with Mason, I guess, for probably about 3 months technically, and then Walter and Jacob both have been about 2 months. Pretty new joins.
Yeah.
Oh man, y'all are basically a brand new band.
Yeah.
Essentially, we're trying to kind of maybe change the sound just a little bit. Hopefully, give it more of a rock vibe. Get away from the Texas country vibes that we were going on. But yeah. Oh, and to answer that question, yes, it is very difficult to work around my schedule for the Marine Corps because I work pretty much 7 days a week. But
hey, Dave Jarvis, the
doing whatever I can.
comments have butted in, and of course, Cameron was astute to recognize and get right to it. Is it difficult to schedule gigs while in the Marines?
I know. He's got it. Man, he can take over my job.
Hey, we got a couple more questions. How do you find the band gelling with new members? Do they add something to the creative mix? And that's
CD Kaufman.
Dad, I would definitely say everybody's kind of getting together real well. We had our first legit practice all as a band for the first time, and everything sounded pretty phenomenal for our first time ever playing anything as a group. And I've known Walter for 2.5 years, and Jacob's been playing with Walter, so there's already some chemistry there. So as to us gelling, I'd say it's pretty natural. And then with their pop punk other band going on and kind of the vibes that they're bringing to it, it's definitely changing the sound in little ways with drum solos and different fills.
Oh,
well, I have to, Dave Jarvis, if you don't mind, I have to say this is the coolest thing that Cameron's dad is interviewing him via the chat. Welcome to 2023, everybody. To me, I think this is the coolest thing.
He's a better musician than I am, so.
Wow. See, there you go, Dad. Way to go. and mom's in the chat, so mom's watching the show, family all over. All right, so we got Ville Girl. She says, do you have something we can listen to, which was going to be one of my questions.
It's a question for Mason.
Not right now. I went ahead and pulled the songs we did have off of streaming after the lineup changeover. We're going to re-record a few of those songs and put them back up, probably in the next couple months.
All right, so Angsty Bear is on the same line asking when you're going to upload the new band channel. So you said within a couple of months we'll have something to listen to?
Yes. And the first thing you're going to get, I'm working on two vocal covers right now.
Uh-huh.
I forget, I just went blank on one of them.
Anarchy in the UK?
Yeah. No, Mailman by Soundgarden. And an Alice in Chains song that I just blanked on the name.
All right, well, here we have Sid Claire Photography says these guys are badass.
Yeah.
Love me some badass in the chats. Angsty Bear, love a good bush. What Angsty Bear wouldn't love a good bush? All right, Hannah Fisher is back. She says he passed that musical talent down. So,
Yeah,
Thanks, Hannah.
Kudos, Cameron. All right, so here we go. What does Dad play, Cameron?
He plays mostly guitar. He sings as well. Got a very Chris Daughtry vibe to his vocals, and they're texting in my group chat. Sorry. He's been playing for over 20 years. He played in some bands down in Texas when he was stationed out here, and he's been picking up musically a lot more recently, the past 10 years, I'd say. But mostly I'd say guitar and vocals for him. Yeah.
All right.
He built his own studio at his house the past 2 months.
That's dope.
Watch out, Dad. The band's the East Coast isn't that far.
Yeah.
Catching up.
Hey, so for a musician, a studio is like really what it's all about anymore.
Yeah, when I was in high school, me and him would record some stuff, and he had a little 8-track recorder. We'd go record some things, little covers and stuff. It was fun. Good learning experience.
Bet you're really looking forward to playing these live shows.
Oh, 100%. That's all I want to do. Mason was asking me about like paychecks and all that stuff. I was like, I don't care. I already got a job. I just want to play music.
Paychecks. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna ask both of you individually. If you had to make a choice, recording songs for the rest of your life, but not performing, or performing and not recording.
It's a hard one
What kind of shows?
Yeah, really. I guess if they're $1 million paying shows, there's your answer. But I don't know. Let's just say good shows.
good shows, that'd probably be preferable. But I would also do want to record and like make my own mark on music to where people can listen to it forever. So it's a pretty hard question.
Well, it's really designed to get to the core of where your heart's at. You know, are you a performer or, you know, do you just have a love for a studio and record?
That's kind of my dream is I want to make that timeless record. You know, there's a lot of records that I'll listen to start to finish, and you know, the whole time. Oh my God!
What's the most recent record you've listened to start to finish?
Loud Love.
Great fucking album.
I got it on CD out of a half price books, and I was listening to it in my truck, and yeah.
I had it sent to me to review. I was listening to Loud Love, I believe, before it came out, before it was released. Yeah.
Wow.
Your job has its perks.
Yeah. Hey, man! I've lived multiple lives, you know, and some of them been really good. And there for a while, yeah, I got everything before it came out.
I heard talk of side projects. So what else y'all got going on?
That's kind of a question for Walter and Jake. And
that's me. Hey.
Next up.
Well, so we're in this other band called Sear Street. It's kind of like a like a pop punk Green Day type thing that we do from time to time.
They've been playing about, you say about as long as we have, yeah?
Well, there was the old band, and now Sear
Right.
Street. They're pretty much two different things.
Yeah.
We were in
Hey,
a
you guys, Pops chimed in on my question. Recording is fun, and it is, obviously, right? But live is where it's at. Performers.
That's
Tell you
right.
what,
And
there's not a better drug on the planet than a roaring crowd.
I would
If
have to
you-
choose
if you
live
enjoy
overall,
it-
100%.
If you enjoy it, I mean, obviously it takes a certain personality trait. And, man, I don't put myself on anyone else's level, so it's not about that. But when I've been able to manage to put it together and perform live, I mean, I don't, you know, that's the funnest thing in the world to me. I feel very comfortable. I'm at home performing. It's what I do. That's how I feel when I'm doing it, when I'm lucky enough to do it.
yeah, have y'all had any shows where nobody knew who you were, but by the end of y'all's set, you won the entire crowd over?
Nice.
That's pretty much every show we play, dude.
I was gonna say us. It's every show too. I feel that. Nobody knows who you are, and they're like, "Dang, y'all are
We're
pretty
Stonehaven,
good."
and your few people are like, "Woo!" Like, all right, cool.
Yeah, kind of back to the first time I saw Stonehaven, I actually went to go see Walter's old band. Oh, I guess Walter's old band, and Stonehaven played right after them, or right before them, or something like that. And
something like that, yeah.
Mason blew me away, so I just had to keep following around Dallas.
Hey, this is someone new. Jessica Oliveira.
Yep.
Stonehaven is the GOAT.
Thanks,
She
Jeff.
loves you guys.
Thanks, Jesse. She's the one putting on the show on Saturday. So big
Aw.
hand to her for getting us our first show for the new lineup.
Yeah, that's a big deal. Hey, man, all the actual real help you can get, man, that's, you know.
Have y'all played Six Springs before?
Twice or 3 times, I believe.
They got great sound.
Yeah,
They got
we can make me a
great
little
sound.
smaller. Yeah.
Requested by Dan McNew. Dan McNew is like engineering. He's producing. He's producing the show from the chats. Thank you for being with us tonight, Dan McNew. Can you read my shirt clearly now? Just playing. He knows I love him. I love everybody. I love all y'all. And
We love you too, Ricky.
I love this shirt. Check that out.
I love that you love that shirt.
Where can I get one?
We sell them
On
at Dank
Saturday.
concerts.
At where?
We sell them at Dank concerts.
Deal.
And Dank just came up with a new shipment of hats where the underbill says "Satan helps me come." So if you want a hat that says that, come to the next Dank show.
Deal.
You went there, didn't you?
I did because I'm shameless, as
Shameless
you know.
plug. Shameless
Yeah.
plug.
It's crazy, man. I love
But
you.
I was going to segue into how is Stonehaven's merch game going along?
That's a
We're
story.
starting over. Brand new.
Yeah.
So we weren't given any of it with the lineup changeover. So we're gonna get with our friends at Seven Sins, I think, and get a short run of shirts done, and kind of just build on it from there.
Y'all got a design and slogan or whatever?
We'll probably just go with the name and the logo for the first one. We may do like a 40-50 shirt run, and just use that to do the next order, or at least put towards it.
Well, you can always put like song lyrics. Like what are your songs about?
Good question. I don't know. I wrote them.
Yeah.
I'd say most of it's about freedom, and about finding freedom. It's kind of
On
really
an
general, but-
individual basis, you mean like soul searching freedom, or you
Yeah.
mean like reigning over tyrants freedom?
But the stuff coming up is going to be the latter. I think the stuff we have right now is
The
more
boy
about
took my bait. All right, I love it, man.
freedom. Yeah.
Well,
No, I think you need both, to be honest.
Well,
I will say,
we don't need.
traveling the countryside the way that y'all are about to, you will experience everybody's different idea of what freedom is, and that can be really eye-opening.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's amazing how the people in Los Angeles feel as opposed to the people in like Yakima, Washington feel, or the
Right.
people in like Billings, Montana feel. You know,
Or like Mexico.
yeah.
Like I work with an immigrant Mexican, right? I'm like, hey, where is freedom? Like, where does it, like, where does it cost less? Does it cost more for your freedom in Mexico, or does it cost more for your freedom in America? He said, oh, Mexico. I'm like, wait a minute, man. They got the police here that pull you over and throw you in jail. He's like, you just pay them a little money and they leave you alone. I'm like, wait a minute. We have to pay them a little money here too, but they don't leave us alone. Okay, go ahead.
Shit, dude. When we first moved to Texas from California, the Texas police pulled us over and extorted us for $300.
Where? Mexico?
No, in Texas, we came
Oh.
over with California plates, and they pulled us over and said, "Hey, basically, give me $300 and I'll let you go." So that was our first introduction to Texas, and I wouldn't call it home any other way.
Yeah. I got a ticket not 3 days ago for following too close
Whoa.
in bumper to bumper
hardcore.
traffic. Yeah.
That's hardcore.
Following too close? What the hell?
In bumper because I
That's-
live down in Austin now. This is where I'm sitting at right now, and I was in bumper to bumper traffic, and this cop comes up behind me, and by the time he lit me up, I was at least a car length apart from the guy in front of me, and so he hit me with a bunch of warnings. So the citation.
You must
let
have
me
been
go.
in Georgetown. He saw your hair.
Yeah.
Hey, that makes about as much sense as this guy in the chat here, Harrison Sneeden. Thank you, timely Greek in the chat here. Let's see what Dan McNew, just the facts, man. I am an old school PR guy for bands. Get 8x10 glasses made. They're cheap. Something the fans get you. Yeah, man, that's it. He's telling you how to market your band. And Dan McNew's the guy from Ride for Dime. So.
Oh.
Get you some cheap sunglasses. That's what he's saying.
He said 8x10 glosses, like flyers.
Like the flyers.
Oh, okay. Look, we have more gibberish here.
Love it.
All right. Well,
I think Harrison is giving us an alphabet lesson. Thank you, Harry.
Yeah. He's having a stroke.
So have you,
On him.
Have
I
y'all
think
been
if you have family and friends, or if you're a established band and you have a following of a few thousand people, you just put out a T-shirt or something to raise funds and say, "Hey, man, pay an extra $5 for this shirt, please. We're selling it for $25, and it'll help us go in the studio. We'll make videos. We'll see y'all there."
It's true.
well, besides doing y'all's own shows, do y'all get any chance to go see any local bands?
Yeah, I'm gonna kind of make it a point because I have to drive in every week now because I just moved down to Austin. So I'm gonna try to set it up in a way that I can hit practice and hit a show that night or something, and then drive back the next day or something like that. Because there's a lot of people I've been wanting to go see.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, with me going and exploring the local music scene out here in Dallas, that's the whole reason I'm in the band now. So I always try and fill my weekends up with something fun.
What was the last good concert you saw?
Stonehaven. No. There was a little like Y2K festival, like kind of pop punk deal that I went to that Walter and his band were playing at. That was pretty killer. There was like Dispositions out there, Bleeding Truth, a whole bunch of guys.
Oh, nice.
Are there any dream bands you would love to play with?
Like they just get on stage with.
Yeah. The world is your oyster.
obviously Foo Fighters on my end. That's no surprise to my family.
Yeah, that was me.
But I mean, I've got Foo Fighters tattoos, posters. I've got a few guitars that they've used. So they're kind of my main inspiration in music. So that'd be
who I would
the
love
one.
to get on stage with? Corrosion of Conformity.
Oh, dude. I saw
That would be
COC open for
awesome.
Metallica back in like 2000, I think, and they were fucking amazing.
Yes. Yes. I love them. That would probably be the dream show.
Hey, you guys can chime in, you know.
Yeah, I've been waiting for Walter down there.
Do you guys got some 8x10 glossies that you can autograph and send out?
You make some.
I got some like 3x4s I've made up with a QR code on them. Y'all want to see them?
Little dicky things.
Hey, just hand them out, post them around town like candy.
That is exactly.
He made about like 200 copies of the flyer for the show on Friday, and the next day I got moved to Saturday. So.
Well, the good news is the QR code, if you like, so we did Linktree, so everything's on that Linktree. If you just do that QR code, you can just change the link on the Linktree and then.
Yeah, that's what these are for.
Plan. I'm going to put them in every gas station, Guitar Center, Sam Ash, Walmart.
Oh, yeah.
And I just harass the entirety of the United States of America until they scan our QR code.
Hold it up again so we can see it now that you're huge on the screen.
Everybody scan it.
Well, he's got a bunch of tiny ones. You get real close.
I've got 9 per page, and I got 150 of them made, so that's about 1,300 of these.
Oh,
love it.
Damn.
Leave across
You just
the
shut down
countryside.
the QRC code system live.
I love it.
But don't go there right now. There's nothing on the Linktree, but eventually you'll be able to go to the Linktree and then go other places.
Yeah. I mean, you've got a Facebook, so you can at least see that.
Yeah, definitely hit us up on Instagram, Facebook, all that stuff. Stay
When
posted
you guys
for a while.
have something recorded, how about y'all come back on and share it with us?
This sounds like a deal.
Money.
Oh, yeah. Now, how do you feel like the Stonehaven's sound is evolving? Like, did you start this way and then you're slowly moving towards this other thing? Are there stops along the way? Like, is this next evolution where you want to be, or you want to just keep just changing it up?
I think the next stuff we do is going to be where I think I want to be. At least I think all the guys will be happy with it. And that, like, I love it, all genres of music. So I want to make slow songs. I want to make fast songs, heavy songs. So it's always going to be a little bit different. I don't like to make 3 of the same song. You know what I mean?
That's good. I admire that.
So it's all about I got a radio in my head that I can't turn off, and I want to get all of it out.
How about you, Cameron? How are you feeling about the evolution?
I mean, I'm liking it so far. It just changes. The lineup change has made it a sound. The different solos that I've added to it, and different drum parts that Walter's done. It's definitely a slight departure from where it used to be, and it's definitely gonna get more drastic from here on out. We've got some demos with lower tunings and things we're gonna experiment with and kind of see how things go. I'm trying to kind of speaking of radios, like the album Songs for the Deaf, like Queens of Stone Age, how that is like a radio trip along from like Joshua Tree to LA or vice versa or something like that. It's got so many different genres within the album on its own. So I'm just trying to like find something like that where it's got a bunch of different things that everybody can listen to and people can pick apart what they really want and enjoy something out of it.
That is a great album and a great concept. And if you like that concept, I may suggest the motion picture soundtrack for Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, that Tarantino movie, because the entire soundtrack is like driving through the canyon with a radio station playing, and it'll like loose signal, and it'll go to like a shaving ad, and then it'll go to like some 60s rock and roll song, and then it'll go to like a PSA. So if you like the concept of like a CD as like just listening to the radio, I would highly suggest that album. I think you'd enjoy it.
Yeah, definitely. I haven't seen the movie yet, which is weird for me. I love Tarantino movies, but I'll put it on my bucket list.
Well, you can actually listen to the album, and it won't give anything of the movie away, so you're good.
I'll do both.
All right, good call. Hey, Walter, how has the newfound attention done for you socially?
What's up?
Are people treating you differently now that you're special?
Not really.
You know, like, do they spend an extra minute in your line?
Yeah, they're saying, "Oh my God, that's the drummer from Sear Street and Stonehaven."
Yeah.
Yeah. You should see his face when he's at work. I walked into him the other day, and he was just stone cold, hating his life.
No.
No,
He just got this total metal look on his face while he's ringing people up.
Pretty much.
no.
That's his vibe. Customer service is his greatest weakness.
Well, you're in a band, so you're in the customer service business, whether you like it or not.
Yeah.
Hey, Walt, my mom told you to wake up.
Do you got a $25 quote to put on the front of the T-shirt?
Do I or does Walter?
I'm talking to Walter because he's on the screen, but anybody.
Yeah.
He's
Where's Walter?
He's
What you got,
Walter
Walt?
Cheesebro. He's Walter Cheesebro, everybody. He has to have the $25 quote.
Is it Jacob? He's a bass player.
I am Jacob. I play bass.
Hi, Jacob.
You should. We have a $25 picture.
Hello,
that we
Jacob.
took at practice the other day.
So wait, if Mason's in Austin, are y'all an Austin band?
No.
Well, Mason's not in Austin by his own choice. He's kind of got
Yeah.
forced to go down there.
Yeah, I'm running from the law.
They throw him into like a big truck and just haul
He's
him
a
over
rock
there?
and roll outlaw.
Yeah. No, man, I had to move out of where I was at, and I moved in down here in San Marcos now. So I've just been here a couple months. I'm just to kind of see where I want to go from here. You know, probably back closer to Dallas, so I don't have to drive 3 hours every weekend. But
That's dedication. 3
Yeah.
hours.
Look at that, Ricky. We got another person in witness protect.
don't blur my face.
Working on the farm down in San Marcos.
Yeah, his name isn't really Mason.
He really
No.
spends his day over at the college.
Yeah.
They call him Whataburger Jefferson.
In the nuclear physics underground.
Just perpetuating the next train crash.
I like that right
Walter
there.
reminds me of a young Vinnie Paul. How about
You should
that
hear him
kind of
play.
encouragement?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Maybe.
You're in good family now, Walter.
Yes. How is Stonehaven's relationship with Pantera?
I like which one? The original Pantera, the Pantera.
The one we
What
all know. The
Pantera
one
are
we
you
all know
referring
and
to?
love.
Are you
Man.
talking about the Pantera estate? Are you talking about my old friends?
Yeah. No, I mean, obviously we're all too young to have met them, but playing in the scene, we've got to meet a lot of people that either played with them or knew them, and like, I think his guitar tech came to one of our
Grady
shows at
Champion.
Mavericks.
Cool.
Yeah, and he,
nice.
he was cool. He was telling us some stories, you know, and we were drinking and everything, and it sounded like a wild time back then. So I think I'm a pretty big fan of Pantera.
You
Even
mean
past the
wild
music.
like that?
Yeah.
Have y'all met any of your heroes?
Dude, I'm like thrilled to death that you're a fan of Pantera. That, like, I love that, dude.
I think if you're a rock band in Texas, you have like a legal
You got
obligation to
rock
like
band.
Pantera.
We played at the Rail Club.
Have y'all met any of y'all's heroes?
My girl coming through in the chats.
Holy shit. God
Too
damn.
soon?
That's harsh, Deb. Come on.
All right. It's going to be that kind of a show, Ricky.
Well,
I mean-
when I see her picture, I want to ask, so is this your sister? But then I remember it's actually his dad banging this chick.
All right. All right. Well, thank you for sharing everything. All right.
Aw, poor
Where
Cameron.
were we?
Sorry, Cameron.
I'm not going to comment on that.
So what do y'all think about the tribute for Pantera? Y'all like Zach Wild?
Don't have to. Mom did.
You know what? I saw Pantera the last 3 times that they were in town before they broke up, and I can't do it. I can't bring myself to do it. I wish them the best of luck, but you know, it's like when I saw Creedence Clearwater Revisited, where it was like 2 surviving members and none of them were John Fogerty. It's like, well, this is cute, but you know, I wouldn't like follow this or anything.
Right.
I think they got the best possible choices they could get, you know. But I mean, it's not really Pantera. But you'll still get to hear the songs live, so it's something.
Yeah. It's an experience being there. I was at Cal Jam 18 where Nirvana did a reunion. They played 6 songs, 3 with the lead singer Deer Tick and 3 with Joan Jett. It's different than actually going to see Nirvana back in 30 years ago, but it's still a good experience just to get to hear 6 Nirvana songs. I loved it. Hearing Dave play drums is killer.
Yeah, if you enjoy those artists, you're going to see those artists perform those songs.
Yeah, it was a pretty good surprise. It had like little writings on the wall with bands that were playing at this festival, but actually at the end of a 2.5-hour Foo Fighters set to get 6 Nirvana songs on top of it, it was pretty memorable. I just got back from deployment like 6 days before that, so it's great timing.
Well, and you make the point that you went to see, them perform Nirvana songs, and yeah, it's Phil Anselmo and it's Rex Brown and Pantera, but you're going to see, hey, Charlie Benante, dude, he's one of the best fucking living drummers there are. So you're going to see Charlie Benante, thankfully, and him doing Pantera songs with Phil and Rex and Zach Wild on guitar. Have y'all seen those videos of Zach back when he was like 16, 17, maybe 18 years old?
I've seen one where he's like playing Mississippi Queen. I don't know if it's on like a trailer or something, but it looks like it's in the parking lot of a restaurant or something.
Yeah, dude, ZZ
was
Top.
cool.
Sit there and jam that shit for it's pretty wild, dude.
Yeah.
He may have been more entertaining back then. That shit's really good. Okay, so we got a chime in from Dan McNew. Let's go ahead and read it. I knew Dime and Vinny. I'm okay but with the tour, but I'm not going. Well, probably because like me, you might be broke. I'm too broke to go.
Yeah.
I would go if I could, but I'm not.
In this
gonna
economy.
sleep over it. I've missed out on a lot, so it's kind of the way that works. But
everything Zach Wild's involved in is expensive.
Well, bro,
You ever
obviously,
seen his merch store?
millions of people are going to see Pantera, and it's killer. I'm glad they're all having a great time, man. Are going to see this tribute or Pantera celebration, whatever it is,
Tell you what,
Me
Locust Grove
personally,
did it.
I'm not asking that much. Like, I don't expect that much, but I would like to see Dime memorialized, and I believe that he will be. I believe that somehow they'll figure out a way to get some of this money back, to memorializing Dimebag Darrell Abbott, man. Really, there's a gazillion things. I hate to say it, but you could actually make a ton of money off of memorializing Dimebag Darrell Abbott. That's not my goal or my concern. I just want to see him and his music memorialized, and for people to always have an opportunity to enjoy it. I'll give you one example and I'll shut up. Sorry for butting in, everybody. But like Eddie Van Halen, he's my favorite guitar player. And that means I listen to everything Eddie Van Halen. I don't sit around and bitch about is it Sammy Hagar or is it Van Halen 3. I've listened to Van Halen 3 in the last year almost more than any other Van Halen record. Because it's still Eddie Van Halen.
Yeah.
And so it's the same thing with Pantera. There's so much good Daryl Abbott music for the world to enjoy forever. And I'd like to see him memorialized and his music memorialized along with him for the world to be able to enjoy forever. And I believe it's going to happen.
Now, y'all say that y'all really don't get into Pantera because they're a little bit older. Are there any bands that have come out in the last 10 years that y'all idolize or at least admire?
I know that me and Mason kind of bonded over Royal Blood. One of the first times that I was hanging out with him, he was like, "Hey, can you play Better Strangers or something like that?" And I was like, "Yeah." And then we just kind of went down the rabbit hole, and I realized that I'm not the only guy in Texas that knows who Royal Blood is. But yeah, I'd say Royal Blood's definitely one of those definitely big up and coming bands that I think a lot of younger people will keep listening to as long as they don't get canceled.
And why would they get canceled, Cameron?
Oh, they had some issue at Big Radio 1 or something like that where they were bitching at the crowd. It was dumb.
Oh, was that them?
Yeah, that was them. They said that they were kind of mad the crowd wasn't hype enough, but I think it was kind of a valid reaction, and it was more played for jokes than him being serious.
Hey, what does this mean? Figure it out.
It's a song from Royal Blood.
Okay.
I did.
So, old boy from Royal Blood, he didn't have like a full-on meltdown the way that like Billy Joe did.
It was nothing like that. No, it was blown out of proportion, and the media just took it.
Okay, cool. Because that Billy Joe meltdown on stage for that iHeartRadio fucking festival was just what
I got
happened.
0 minutes.
Oh, being addicted to drugs. That's what it was.
Don't do drugs.
A couple weeks after.
I tell the kids every day, quit doing drugs.
Are y'all fans of what Travis from Blink has been doing with his record label?
I'm not familiar.
I'm not either. That's probably
he's trying to bring back the whole pop punk feel with like Avril Lavigne and Machine Gun Kelly, and trying to mix it with like Transplants-esque type of hip hop and stuff.
I mean, that's definitely a pretty good vibe to keep in the current music scene to kind of keep the 2000s feel alive. Because I don't vibe with most of the stuff that comes out these days. But if people are gonna keep an interest in older music in some way, shape, or form, by all means. With like some new artists covering System of a Down, it's not the best cover, but it still is somewhat of a homage to that.
A cover is always a cover, It's just what it is. Sometimes they're kick-ass, sometimes they're not. They're usually just a good, it's a cover.
Yeah.
I think it's some of an honor to be covered, especially if it's by like a notable person. But it's never the same. It's just a matter of keeping that music alive. Like even with the Pantera stuff, just keeping Dimebag solos alive, and the way that can.
Sometimes it's actually better, like back with Eddie Van Halen. You really got me. That's a Kink song, girl. You really got me now.
Yeah.
So I mean, sometimes it's better, but usually it's just a cover song,
Yeah, they're hit or miss.
Back in the day, like if you were with a big record company and you're marketing through radio stations and everything else, it actually makes sense. There was nothing wrong with choosing the correct cover songs to do, or like Metallica just banging out a whole record of cover songs.
Yeah.
But original music, man, play your stuff.
Yeah, that's what I'm all about. Trying to make my own original stuff that I just want to be like a cover band or a tribute band playing on weekends somewhere down in Dallas.
That was a big thing for us. Like we've never really played a lot of covers. We like when we first tried, we started with like "Feel Like Making Love" and the Toady song "Possum Kingdom," and we just couldn't get it to work. Like, we just couldn't. So we're like, okay, well, we just won't try to play other people's songs. We'll just write our own, so that way we know how they go. And there's no expectation for us to nail something.
Well, you can always get back to learning a cover.
Well, the key to doing a good cover is to make it your own. The way that Rage Against the Machine, they did that whole cover album, and not one of them sounded like the original. Like that's how you do a cover.
Right.
But that's awesome that y'all are so like proud of your own sound that you don't need a cover. You just go out there with what you got and you just fucking roll them over with that shit. That's the inspiration that lets rock and roll live on.
Yeah. I want to make music that people will be interested in on its own, and not have to listen to our music in the background and then hear a cover song and be like, "Oh shit, these guys are still playing."
Yeah. Oh,
I want something that like our music itself will keep them hooked the whole time.
Right, exactly. You hear fucking Alice in Chains, you know it's Alice in Chains. You hear Soundgarden, you know it's Soundgarden. So when you hear fucking Stonehaven, you know it's fucking Stonehaven, and you're in for a good time.
That's what we want.
Oh, yeah.
That's what we want.
Are y'all a fan of the bigger venues, or do you like it a bit more intimate?
So we've
Usually,
never gotten to play anything bigger than the Rail. I want to play at
Yes.
Trees eventually, but so far I think the biggest we've played is the Rail.
those size venues are kind of the best. You get like rail club kind of level, Trees, even Six Springs, because they usually have a better sound system, which means you can actually hear what's going on.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of a fan of that. But you'll also have kind of the smaller places like Killer's Tacos and Denton, and those can kind of be their own thing too. Because if you get like 50 people in there, it's just fucking crazy,
Yeah.
Yeah, rest in peace, Killer's
crazy.
Tacos.
Oh.
I know they're all biting the big one.
Yeah, rail club shut down too.
Pretty soon, Stonehaven will have to start touring house parties.
Yeah, I'd be down with that. We did that on New Year's, man. We had a little house party.
Dude, I'm looking for like a barn to purchase. I need to buy a little land so I can just have a barn in the middle of the country.
Who was
Punk rock,
was it? The Butthole
punk rock
Surfers
barn.
that used to do the generator parties out in the desert.
Caius used to do that.
Yeah, they got
Caius. Okay.
Caius out in
Yeah.
Palm Desert. You got desert sessions, a whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah, I'd be down to do some house parties, man. That type of stuff is fun.
Oh, we
I think house parties are almost impossible for metal bands. If you're acoustic set, you can get away with that shit all day long. Or, even if you're a punk rock band that doesn't have to turn up too loud. Whatever, But metal bands belong in a barn out in the country with bottles of whiskey and kegs of beer.
Moonshine.
What are some of the weirder venues y'all have played?
Well, our band, our other band, we did the show with this one band called the Apes in June, and they just set up inside their house and let a bunch of fucking people in there. So they've had like upwards of 100 people just in their frontman's house. And they
Kick
have a PA
ass.
system in the middle of Arlington somewhere. It's crazy. He doesn't have AC either. So they're doing a show in June 9. It's 110 in that house. It's pretty nice.
Damn it! You hearing this, Ricky? Show's happening in Arlington. We don't even hear about it.
I'm trying, I've got mental notes going down.
Shane. Ding, 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 ding.
I thought we had our ear to the grindstone, but I guess I was wrong.
There's a punk rock show and a house party in Arlington.
Yeah, let's have more of that.
Yeah, man, have them contact the show. Tell them we got some bands.
Yeah.
Look,
So
let me kind of show you real quick. You see every one of these bands right here? We basically could have done this show as a promotional show for this Blow Your Brains Out program.
Yeah.
But we
Man,
just
I see
need
Glimpse
we
of
just
Death
need
on
a
there.
barn in the middle of the country and a lot of whiskey.
Sounds like a good time to me. If you know the Marine Corps, you know Marines like to
Come
drink.
on.
So
In the middle of the country.
That's where I grew up in like a little 3A town north of McKinney. It was like out in the boonies, man.
good old Hal, Texas.
Bro, you do not have to go far around here to get to the country, all right? Out in the middle of nowhere. You can get in the middle of nowhere fast. I wish some people had figured it out that weren't bikers, I guess.
Yeah.
Biker gangs.
I mean, I live in Oklahoma right now, so I'm used to nothing.
No.
Oh, what part of Oklahoma?
I'm in Durant.
Oh, okay.
That's not too small, but for work, I cover the whole southeast Oklahoma area, and it's a lot of driving, a lot of windshield time.
Crazy.
I'm sure if y'all learned a couple Garth Brooks covers, y'all be golden.
Yeah, we could.
Go play some Reba up in Atoka, where she's from.
You
Yeah,
guys
yeah.
see some shows at Heritage Hall
But-
over there?
Play some Toby Keith, Red Solo Cup.
I do. I mean, I think Mason would do a good Puddle of Mud because their drummer's from Kingston, which is like 20 minutes from here. And Greg Upchurch, he just opened a coffee shop out there. I got to hit it up sometime.
Yeah,
He's the
yeah,
drummer
no-
for three doors down now.
Your
Yet
dad's
another-
offering.
Does he have weed infused coffee?
I'll figure it out. Let you know.
He needs to.
All
Plug
right,
it
get
by,
back
man.
with me on that. Now, do you go out to Heritage Hall and see some shows?
No, I haven't seen any shows out here in Oklahoma at
Bro,
all. Actually,
Ted Nugent, the mighty Ted Nugent's playing there like any day now. It may have already played, but like any day, if you want to catch a great show, that's a great place to catch a show.
I want to see if I
Hall-
can get these guys up in Oklahoma, so I don't have to keep driving to Dallas all the time.
Well, what you do, bro, is make the best of what you got and line up shows there. Go down to Two Frogs and line up shows for the band. And then Mason can go over, hey, Mason, you got your comedy routine ready for the Kill Tony show? Have you been in the alley, the back alley yet?
No, dude, I want to go to one of those really bad though. I think that'd be
I'll go
awesome.
with you.
Yeah.
Get us a table, bro. I'll be there.
So we've actually been we've been putting in bids at my job to clean Joe Rogan's vent hoods in
Yeah,
this new
damn right.
mansion. So
Work
if we
it,
get it, I
work
may just slip that in there. Hey man.
Well, really, what I'm getting at is you're in San Marcos,
Yeah.
but working in Austin.
Yep.
Also, all right. So, dude, he could line you up shows in San Marcos and Austin, and you can line up shows in Ardmore and Norman and Oklahoma City. Boom, 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 boom. You
Yep.
guys got it lined out.
I've been to a couple bars out in San Antonio since I've been down here, and so yeah, I may see about
Dude,
getting us
San
down here.
Antonio's just how far is San Antonio from San Marcos?
About 45 minutes.
And then Austin's an hour.
It only takes me about 25 to 30 to get to
Oh,
work.
really? Okay,
But
so it's
to
a-
the center of it.
Depends how fast he goes.
well, in traffic's always the bitch. How many people you got to pop on the way?
Yep. And if there's any homeless people blocking traffic, that's something
Yeah,
I've never
you
dealt
gotta
with. till I
feed
got
the
home.
So
You got to
Dude,
feed
that-
the homeless. Takes a
they-
minute.
They will just walk out in front of cars, and like as soon as when the lights turn green, they won't move. It's crazy.
To Houston.
yeah. Go ahead.
I went to Houston to see Tavern back in like 2020, and when you got to like the downtown area where he was playing, it was just like that.
Yeah.
Be homeless people in the middle of the road, they won't move for nothing. You basically have to run them over. It's
Has this fueled the anger of the songs?
Yeah. Get out of the way. We need to find you affordable housing, but also get out of the way.
That's great. I like it. I'm ready to get my guitar.
Yeah, our next single, "Fuck the Homeless."
Hey, why not? Why not? I'll be your John Lennon.
I'd say I'm a little bit more well-traveled than some of the other guys in the band, so I've had to deal with weird people in Vegas, LA, San Diego, any big city I've been to. I know how things go.
Goes, so you're gonna
Well,
write
I
my
mean, if
script
they
for the
look
whiskey,
good,
so I
give them
don't get us
20
in trouble.
bucks. No kidding. Go ahead.
I said he's gonna have to write my script for the whiskey, so I don't say something that gets us in trouble.
Oh yeah, I got to make sure it's a PC script, you know.
Yeah. Do you know LA people?
No, I don't actually. I don't know LA people. But
You don't want to.
I'd be interested to find out. You know.
I've
Well,
never
I'll be
been to
honest.
California at all.
One time, my band Grain played out at the Whiskey A Go Go back in 2005, and on our way up the strip towards the venue, we got stopped at a red light, and we got caught like right to the right of us was Hollywood High School, and there's
What?
like steps that lead up to a walkway, and then more steps and shit. So the steps are basically 5 feet from the street. So we're just chilling in LA traffic in 2005. I think it was the summer. And this prostitute walked up next to our car in like a pink bustier
Hello?
and you know the nylon stockings and all that. And she
I like
looked
the way
run
this
she looked
stockings.
run the fuck over. And with no shame and wasn't even concerned with anybody, she dropped trow and pissed a geyser all over the steps of Hollywood High School right in front of us. And
How much did she charge you for that?
Yeah,
it was a freebie because the light turned green.
yeah. Don't threaten me with a good time.
So that was LA in 2005. Imagine what it's like almost 20 years later.
This is gonna be fun.
I think Simon Phoenix might have been right.
Yeah, I'm excited for this. I think.
It'll be an interesting road trip with these guys.
Hey, I was there in '83. I saw Rat and a Motley Crue at the US Festival. I went up there to see Motley Crue at the US Festival. Judas Priest, Ozzy Osbourne, Van Halen. It was a great concert. But the night before, I went to the Strip and I saw Rat. And that was before they put out their first record, Out of the Cellar.
Oh wow.
That's cool.
Those are some prime days
That's a
to
good
catch all those bands in their early days before they were
Yep.
just
But
household
I
names and
didn't
everybody.
have time to observe the surroundings and see, anything else.
You don't remember it at least.
Oh, I
Would y'all-
remember it. No, I remember everything. I only had time to go see that show, go back home and sleep, or to the hotel, and then go to the US Festival. I went to the US Festival the next day, and it was a heller party for me. But that's when I was young and could take on anything I chose to and rage it hard and, be 100% the whole way through. And so that's how the US Festival was. It was a great time. And then, I slept and had to get back home.
Yeah, that's how I feel.
That's my one and only California and LA experience.
Would y'all consider yourselves a hard partying band?
I can't do anything fun. I'm in the Marine Corps.
Yeah,
They're not
nothing,
even on the road yet.
Yeah, nothing illegal. Nothing illegal for Kaufman.
Yeah, I gotta keep my nose clean for a while.
But we are of age to drink. So we would definitely be.
We are.
They're
Yeah,
just a
me and him are.
ball of talent that are still finding themselves in the rock and roll world.
Yeah, we were talking about it right before we came on. There's a 9-year age gap between the oldest member, me, and the youngest member, and that makes me feel old because my birthday's on a Sunday. So
You'll get over it.
yeah.
You still look good.
Oh, thanks.
If it helps you feel better, I turned 58 in August.
It might help a little bit.
Did you say your birthday's Sunday?
It is.
Happy birthday.
Two,
Thank
Basically
you.
a birthday show.
two
Yeah, we're
years.
playing the show at Six Springs, and hopefully by the time it finishes, it's my birthday.
That's funny
Yeah.
because we're playing a show in November, 3 days after my birthday. So I'm going to con all my friends to go for my birthday.
What day is your birthday?
November 15th.
Wow, mine's on the 10th.
Ooh, Scorpios.
Yep.
His birthday is the same birthday as the Marine Corps.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. Oh, that's
So-
right.
So he's born to do it, so you might as well join him.
This guy. He's gonna
Right.
recruit me all the
Jokes.
way
You
to
got jokes,
California.
friend.
Hey, Mason, break a leg.
I'm gonna try.
Pass a
You gotta
stone.
get thrown.
No,
keep telling him.
it's an inside joke.
Oh. What does it
Yeah,
mean?
deep inside your knee.
Yeah, no, it's like, you know, you break a leg, you can't be a Marine, man.
That's fair.
Whoa.
That's your for sure way out.
Don't you put that evil on them, Ricky Bobby?
I'll do
For a few months.
I did not. I said break a leg.
No,
It could be taken the other way. We're called blow your brains out. Obviously, I'm obnoxiously double entendre.
God, my husband loves that word. I'm sorry. Had to throw that out there.
Double
He
entendre.
uses that word all the time.
I'll innuendo your ass all day and night long.
Yep. Love it.
It happens naturally. I can't really take full responsibility for it. It comes out of nowhere.
Get a waiver. Get that waiver. Is that what that says?
It's like Dave Jarvis. Everything I say is great. Everything I do is poetic.
Yeah,
That
you know.
article is cool.
Read the article, everyone. Take the journey.
Thanks,
You may
guys.
identify and find you already have in your own way.
We are all one.
Thank you, brother. I feel the same.
Are we
Yeah.
doing music trivia tonight, Dave?
I have some music trivia opened up, as you might have mentioned. Yes.
Well, fellow
We've got a full cast. I think.
artist of Stonehaven, would you like
Okay.
to be trivia this evening?
Oh boy.
I'm terrible
I
at
dropped out of
trivia. Just
college,
throw names
but-
out there.
Music trivia with Rick and Dave.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is trivia based on alternative airplay. That is modern rock tracks from 1988 to 2020. What is considered the top 40 songs on Billboard for alternative and modern rock. Ladies and gentlemen, only 4 bands have achieved #1 in that chart in 4 separate decades. We have mentioned a few of them already this evening. Can you name those 4 bands that have achieved #1 in modern rock over 4 decades? 2 of them are pop punk. 2 of them are pop punk.
Two of them, what?
There's one, Blink
One of them's got to
182.
be Green Day, right?
Green Day.
Green
Wait,
Day,
what years
yes.
did you say?
I'm saying
And-
one's got to be Metallica, right?
And I heard Blink 182. Blink 182 is also correct.
Dope.
Okay. Cameron, you were a huge fan, as you've mentioned multiple times over this interview.
Perhaps the Foo Fighters.
That is correct. And then the last
He
one.
read your mind.
That's right. The last one. They are from LA. 2 of them were in the movie The Chase with Charlie Sheen.
Ooh.
I'm out on movies.
Is it
I've seen
Chili
that
Peppers?
movie.
It is the Chili Peppers. That is correct. Those are the 4 bands that have hit #1 over 4 different decades. Very good.
Right.
Okay, here we
I'm gonna
go.
have to start keeping score. This is a phenomenal evening.
Yeah. People in
Very
the chat
good.
can participate. Yeah.
Well, they
My
Okay.
parents had to go to sleep. They're in Virginia.
Who is the youngest solo artist to reach #1 on the modern
we
rock
got a
chart?
sandwich.
The youngest solo artist to reach #1 on the charts. It is a she, and she did this relatively recently.
Billie Eilish?
Not quite. A little bit
How about-
older.
Taylor Swift.
Shit.
Little bit younger. She has one name.
She has one name?
Yes, I believe she's from New Zealand.
Not Madonna.
Lord.
That is correct. Lord with
damn.
Royals. That is correct.
Somebody owes me a shot. I don't know.
Stan Marshall's dad.
All right, and then finally, only three
We'll send it to
bands
you
have
virtually.
achieved a #1 debut on their first week. They are REM, Chili Peppers, and Linkin Park. REM, their song came out in 1994. Can you name the song?
Ooh,
Ooh.
we're naming songs.
Losing My Religion? That's
Nope.
not- or,
It's the album after that.
I can hear it in my head.
The album was called Monster.
Strange something.
The song is about how Dan Rather got his ass whooped by a homeless person.
Oh, I know that one. Dan Rather got his ass whooped by a homeless person. Dan Rather got his ass whooped. What's it called? Is that it?
All right. Anybody? Okay. The song is What's the Frequency, Kenneth by REM.
Right
All
on the
right.
tip of my tongue.
Right. The second one was Chili Peppers, 2006, debuted #1. What Chili Peppers song debuted #1, 2006? The music video, they dressed up like Nirvana.
Danny California.
That is correct,
Yeah.
Danny California.
Oh, Danny California.
Stadium Arcadium.
All right. And then finally, 2007, Linkin Park. It was for the Transformers soundtrack.
What I've done.
That is correct.
Damn.
Very good. And that has been our trivia for the evening. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for
This
this.
is a champ right here.
I think Cameron gets a special shirt, right?
Yeah, he does.
Maybe.
I'm buying him a shot on
I
Saturday.
got a Sears Street shirt I'm going to wear on Saturday.
Oh, good. Very good.
Music trivia with Rick and Dave.
All right. Very nice. Thank you, everyone, for joining
I love doing
us.
that. I love the
do
trivia.
too. Hey, I have one question. I'm wondering whose music may be trending this evening. Anybody want to
evening?
take a guess?
Music is
Whose
trending.
music may be trending the most this evening? We're gonna
Would that be
find out
Besides
in the
Taylor
next
Swift?
few
Oh,
days.
got to be Stonehaven, right?
Oh well, we already know that Stonehaven and Taylor Swift are in that category. But other than Taylor Swift, we have to take her off of the board because she's ruling the world currently. But somebody's music may be trending.
On like YouTube, Spotify.
It's not that difficult of a question. It's right in front of your face. That's why I'm asking.
My
it.
music.
No, like, of course, Ariel and Against All Odds music is trending every Wednesday night because of Blow Your Brains Out.
Yeah.
Definitely.
But no, it's bigger than that. It's in the, the big world, where things trend. And when I say it, you're gonna go, oh, okay.
Kelly Clarkson.
All I know,
So it's
all I know
real.
is the new Queens of the Stone Age album is phenomenal. That's all I'll say.
Okay, all right. Well, there's a lot to talk about here, but back in the trivia thing, it would be Tone Loc.
Tone Loc.
Yeah, Tone Loc's going to be trending this evening, is my guess.
All right.
Wow,
Y'all,
dang.
have you heard? Y'all, Tone Loc. Oh, I'm sorry. My disrespect, man. It's because I love Tone Loc so much, right? But it's oh man, god damn, I had
Pinch it off. Pinch it off.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. It's
Think of Flushing Meadows. Flushing Meadows.
I cannot believe, because it's the rapper that was shot in Vegas with
Tupac.
Tupac, thank you. That's why we're together, man. Like, I can't believe I couldn't think of Tupac. So that's it, man. Tupac's trending.
Yeah, he died for our sins.
You already know. Does anybody get that now that I got the right rapper here?
Yep.
Not in the least, but right on.
All right. You want to, Ariel, or should I?
Go for it.
The whoever, police, FBI, somebody released big news today that they are reinvestigating the case and even have a person of interest in the murder of Tupac.
Oh, well, I'm glad they hit the gas on that one.
Oh, dude, it's world fucking wide news right now. It's international, bro.
That's 27 years ago. That's a whole Kurt Cobain ago.
But they're still selling millions of pieces on millions of platforms as we speak. That's all I'm saying. Rest in peace, Tupac.
Nah, he's on an island somewhere with Heath Ledger and Randy Quaid.
And Kurt Cobain.
And Kurt Cobain, yeah.
You already know.
They're all just
That's a
jerking
hell
each
of a
other off.
Elvis.
That was one of the funniest things I've ever
Masturbating
heard.
like us.
Jesus Christ.
Hey, do you lend any credence to this whole Chris Cornell was suicided by the Hillary Clinton camp?
Who, me?
Whoever.
How long do you got to talk about it?
As long as you want, bro.
Jacob, you're
Huh?
Oh no, Mason can talk about it.
All I will say.
Yes.
All I will say is, have you ever seen Cat Williams talk about who shot Suge and who killed Tupac and MLK? You ever seen
No.
that video of him? Go watch that. That's how I feel about it.
Thank you, Mason. I knew I could count on you.
Cat Williams. Okay. It's been a while since I've heard that name. I will definitely check that out.
He's just in a parking lot getting an interview, and they asked him about who shot Suge, and he gives a pretty good answer.
Hmm.
That's
I'm
how I feel
intrigued.
about it.
There's a suspense. I don't know.
I know. He built it up so much. Now,
I did. I halfway deflected and halfway built up a little bit of mysterious suspense.
Well, Cameron's dad said Biggie did it.
Who did it? Biggie did it.
man, Biggie can't shoot. He hired other people to shoot for him.
Jason Aldean did it.
Yes, that's right. Jason Aldean shot Tupac.
go,
We have
Mom.
solved the
That was a
fucking
different
mystery.
answer.
Tune in every Wednesday night. We will solve your riddles.
That was Jason Aldean in Vegas, wasn't it?
Oh, it's just funny. He's trending also. That was her guess. She was guessing Jason Aldean, which is very good.
Oh,
guess,
there we go.
Because he's trending because of his new song that talks about what you can't do in a small town.
Yeah. But yes, he was the one that got shot at in Vegas back in like whatever it was 2015, 2016.
2017.
Big Vegas.
I was supposed to be there when it happened. I was there the next day.
Jesus.
Yeah.
What stopped you from getting there?
The Marine
That day,
Corps.
really? Oh, okay, good.
My leave got shortened. That's the only reason.
And we're sad now. All right, somebody say something.
I'm
Say
still
something
cracking
happy
up
now.
I'm still cracking up that I said Tone Loc instead of Tupac. Can I be forgiven for that?
Well, you're gonna have to talk to Tone himself.
I think I'd be all right there. I'd have to talk
Forgive
to
it.
Tupac. I think Tupac would be all right with that mistake.
I mean, Tone gets paid to do the wild things, so
Oh man, we would get right on. I'm always ready to get right on with Tupac. I mean with Tone Loc.
yeah.
I
So
can
what
I
does-
can
what-
Chiba, baby.
What does Stonehaven have planned for the rest of 2023?
Oh boy.
Recording. We're gonna play as many shows and, like you said, try to go up through Oklahoma and down south here. But I want to get as much put down as we can. I love sharing music with people. I really love whenever I get the chance to polish it, to a pretty little pearl, and then share it online. So that's going to be the bulk of what we do for the rest of the year, probably.
Nice. Cameron, Walt, y'all feel the same way?
Yeah, we got to free up some schedules and figure out what I'm going to do with my life in the Marine Corps, and that's going to take some time. So this whole rest of the year is just pretty much planning for next year and hoping next year gets bigger and better.
I think the big thing this year is that we're playing the Whiskey a Go-Go next week. So
That's
true. We're
It's
leaving
creeping up on us.
man.
And
So
then
cool.
also
Congratulations.
this show here, Saturday, July 2nd.
22nd.
Six Springs
22nd.
Tavern. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, and Six Springs is a originals only venue,
Yep.
and they have it posted on stage. I love it.
Don't be playing no Janis Joplin covers here.
I was gonna say we played with somebody one time that was doing like old '60s blues covers, and like I didn't recognize any of them, and they were like, "No, you can't do that."
I think
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody's gonna notice. I think everybody just thinks.
Well, the owner will rip you a new one on Facebook, but it's his venue, and I love that he wants you to promote your stuff because that's what he's about.
Pretty cool.
All right.
And what does Stonehaven hope to accomplish within the next 5 years?
I hope that we can buy groceries based off of playing the guitar. Sing it.
some of us.
You know what I mean? Screw these jobs. We love the Marine Corps, but screw the
Just
Marine
be
Corps.
careful screwing the girls and having the babies because they cost a lot more groceries.
Trust me, I'm the only dad here in the band, so I know.
We'll all live vicariously through his son.
Perfect.
Yeah, I love my
We'll
son,
all be the uncles.
but he ain't cheap.
And practice safe sex. In
Perhaps.
the butt. In the butt. In the butt.
So it's the loophole for premarital sex.
Or if you're 17, you don't do anything because that's not legal.
Yeah.
Right, Jake?
That's right, Jacob.
Stay out of trouble.
Calling you out, bro.
Or if you're
Stay-
18, you can like it, love it. 18.
See, the more you know.
Jacob, when do you turn 18?
November
November.
Oh yeah, that's right.
November what?
Scorpio.
26th.
You still
Is he
got
still a Scorpio at 26?
18 and life to go.
Well, when y'all are touring through the country, just know that the legal age is different with every state. So be careful, okay? Just be careful.
Yeah.
Y'all ready for the concert calendar?
Well, one last thing. Okay, since we're closing in on the end of this, Stonehaven, I'm going to end this the way that I normally end it with all of our guests. Stonehaven, how do y'all want to be remembered? That was very rude,
Sorry.
Ricky.
Sorry, it's a mistake.
Yeah, we deeply apologize for that. Stonehaven, how, Walt, Cameron, Mason, how do y'all want to be remembered?
Man, probably it's just cool people to be around, I think if you can hang out with somebody, you probably dig the art they're making. Just people that people like to hang around, even if we're not playing music.
Dig it.
Very good.
And then you're practicing regularly. One of the worst things to do is hang out with your friends that are musicians, but they never play.
Yeah.
That's like so monotonous.
Yeah.
But if your friends actually play, you're like, okay, cool. I'm good. I can play too. Let's play. Makes all the difference when your friends actually play their instruments.
That's right. So everybody go out to Six Springs this Saturday and check out Stonehaven because they will put on a show that you will never forget.
Yeah.
Right there again. So
Help
that's a
us-
great
help
way
us
to
purchase
start the
pyro.
calendar.
Yeah, we're gonna run down some shows that are happening locally. Y'all are welcome to stick around.
Oh.
And comment, talk about the bands.
All right. So we have actually in August on the 12th at O'Reilly's Labor 11. I'm not really good with Roman numerals. I'm assuming that's Labor 11.
That's it.
12.
Yeah, it's 12.
Yeah. Vane, who we have on all the time. They're super great. And Warhawk.
Warhog.
We actually played with Vane for one of our first shows. My boys love them.
They're good guys. They're good people.
They're awesome.
They're really good. And then Saturday the 29th, we have Rivet Head, Lud, Perceived, really good dudes, and Lotus Throat. Defunct Red.
It's like Mason was saying there. As long as they're cool people, you know, those people are cool. All right, this Killer Hearts show. This is at the Growl.
Growl. This is July 29th. That's next weekend, right?
Yeah,
It is.
Should be.
Dope. All
Next
right.
Saturday.
We have the Oxys, the Odyssey, Hot Cake, Hand Grenade. I love it.
It's a good band name.
Yeah, it is.
You can count on us right here every Wednesday night. Blow your brains out. Wednesday night concert calendar.
And at Big Rob, Saturday, July 29th, we have Tin Pool, Last of the Sane, who we played with, and they're dope. Spine Cell, and Bad Lives.
Have y'all
Well,
ever
it's a
heard
good
Tin
thing
Pool?
we're promoting these Rob shows here. Hopefully, we won't be shutting them down in the near future. Also, we've been promoting the rail shows.
Well, hopefully the rail shows that are being moved will.
It's so funny when you do a show like this. You constantly count all the, the negatives or potentials and the positives, And so one is people showing up at shows. When I go to shows and nobody's really showing up, I'm like, damn.
I think these venues though, they don't make money off the ticket prices. The tickets go to either the promoter and the bands or just the band. So I think they really do big off of
Liquor.
Yeah.
That's where they try to make their money. Yep, it's always been that way. It's always about selling the booze. And so, hey, people want to be able to get out and have a good time. And they are, We're obviously promoting shows that not as many people are going out to. But that's part of why we're promoting these shows, is to help them and, do our little part.
Yeah, we like to promote bands that don't have backing tracks.
Hey.
That was half the Battle of the Band show.
When I hear a mic drop, I want it to be a fucking mic dropping.
And the vocals not keep going?
Whatever it is, I don't think it's Taylor Swift. I think it's an edited thing that someone does. But there's a version of Taylor Swift doing "Shake It Off," heavy metal version, where at the end she screams and slams the mic or drops it. It's badass.
That's cool.
Well, this Saturday, July 22nd at Mavericks, we have Up for Corruption, 3/4 Ton, Rabbit Hole, Take Home Pay, and Asphalt. Killing it. Ooh, creeper. All right. September
Isn't that
30th.
cool? That fucking graphic with creepers, badass.
It's
isn't it?
dope.
See that pot leaf in the forehead and shit? That's a killer graphic, bro. It grabs your attention. It's like it's a weed of liberty Creeper.
We almost got on for the September 30th show. We just couldn't do it. We had a member out. But that would have been so nice to be on. So September 30th, we have Creeper, Coilback, Vein, Infinity Vein, who we had on last week, and their songs are really good. And then Lacerated Within, who just had their first show last week at the Rail Club, I believe.
All of those bands have been on this show. Creeper, if you want to see Creeper, you can watch their interview here. There's a couple of other
We did a fantastic interview with Lou Morris from Coilback.
I think so.
He's really good people.
I think all these bands we did a fantastic interview with. The
I don't think we
Infinity
did.
Vein was a little challenging. It had
They were
its
good.
moments.
They were good. They did good.
It had its moments, though.
We need to have Lacerated Within on, though. They have a show coming up at O'Reilly's pretty soon, I think, in August.
Yeah, so I'm glad to see that show come together. Like, I don't know why I feel, additionally proud, but all those bands we've interviewed, so it's great to see them doing a show together. And, of course, we've got several months to promote that, and we will. We'll promote the hell out of it. So what's the other Creeper show? What's this one, the Metal Meltdown? Is it the same?
It's the same one, just a cuter poster.
Okay, excellent. That's what I thought. So then that's what this is also. Check that out. Isn't that
Glimpse
cool?
of Death. Those are some super
This
cool
one's
guys.
passed.
I put this one up
July
here for
22nd.
Infinity Vein so that we could go
Oh.
ahead and promote their O'Reilly show.
Yeah. O'Reilly's it's a smaller, more intimate venue that's pretty fun to play at. So we've got Vein, Infinity Vein. And is it Shell on Earth?
Yeah,
Hell on Earth.
It's Shell on Earth. Yeah. CHEL.
The sea shell.
Oh, wait. No, it's the other one we're looking at. This show right here, the Vein and Infinity Vein, that was the one a couple of weeks ago.
That's
old.
July 27th right
Yeah,
there.
this
That's
was
coming up.
27.
That's this
That's
coming
next week.
Thursday.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Sorry.
And O'Reilly's August 11th. That's like a month from now. Fade to Ace, Infinity Vein, and Karma Inc.
Yeah, so that's the one that's coming up the first, or is it the other? No, the July 20th. So that's this weekend.
July 27th. That should be next Thursday. I didn't.
The night
Yeah,
after.
a week from
this,
tomorrow.
At Big Rob's.
At Big Rob's. Wow, kick ass, a Thursday night show at Big Rob's with some metal bands. And Infinity Vein. I mean, they're really good. I want to say
Pearls. I never hear about shows at Pearls. That's awesome.
Rogue Radio's booking some shows there. So shout out to Ken. I love you, brother. Always will.
Yeah. Pearls Cherokee, that's over by the stadium in Arlington. You'll do really well if you know country covers.
Okay. There you go.
Did you hear me? Rogue Radio is booking some shows over there.
Are they country or is it?
No, they're rock
They're
and roll.
they're 80s metal.
Okay.
Yeah, they're like a phantasma of rock and roll. Or at least they used to be. You know, they were older back then and outdoing themselves.
Well, they've gotten younger over the years.
Of course, it's rock and roll. So, you know, I'm just proud of them for finding a place that they could hold down, because they used to hold down at Diamond Jim's. And I think it's kind of evidence that Jim's got that cock even further up his ass than what we all wished he didn't. And so if Pearls is going to book some rock and roll shows, hey, everybody, we'll blow your brains out.
Fuck yeah.
All right, we got the Roommates 5-year anniversary, July. Oh, July
That's
15th.
old.
Oh, the past.
All right,
We
well,
can go back in the future. No big deal.
We might be done.
Well, there's also a show this Saturday over at Growl with the Argonaut and the Deep.
In the deep.
Oh,
Yep.
really? Is that this weekend?
That is this weekend.
All right, I should have that.
Is it? Is
flyer
Creeper on the
right
That's
there.
the one.
The deep.
All right,
Yeah. There.
Thank you.
Nice.
I just wasn't sure. I didn't know if I had a good flyer left or not, and I didn't want to bore anyone. So thank you for reminding me.
Absolutely. The Deep are prepping to go on tour with Within Chaos. here in a couple months.
That is so cool.
Proud of them. That's awesome.
Well, you know, I don't know what tour means, you know, anymore, you know, but I stand by what I've said. If I had a band, I would try to reach out to Texas and Oklahoma, and, you know, like what I shared with Stonehaven, you guys tonight. Hey, Mason, thank you for hanging out with us and doing this concert calendar. That's so cool of you guys.
Yes, thank you so much.
Yeah.
It's cool to see. It's cool to see who's playing, man. I saw on for the Rob show. Have y'all heard Ten Pool play?
Yes, yes, I have.
Dude, they are phenomenal.
Most definitely.
Phenomenal. I've only got to hear them twice now, but if we're back on that day, that's probably where I'll stop by first.
Oh yeah. Well, you know who's phenomenal? Fucking Stonehaven.
Yeah.
We will be eventually.
I really cannot wait to hear y'all's album. Please send us those tracks as soon as you can.
Deal.
Is that at 30 megabytes or whatever it is?
Yeah. Send MP3s.
Okay. Yeah, we definitely will. Get these bad boys in the studio. I can't wait to see kind of how everybody's going to work when we get into a studio setting.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to kind of like leaving my mark in Stonehaven, because I would love to play live all day long, and the variations that can come with that are great, but it'd be nice to have something that can just be there forever.
Yep.
You always do live stems.
And y'all are in our hearts forever.
So come back and join us, guys. We'd really like to hear your music when you put it out and help you promote it and watch your rise to stardom.
Well, we appreciate that.
As we're all watching, you know, right now before our eyes, our very own Dave Jarvis right here. Everybody,
brilliant, incredible, and genius.
take a bold journey.
All right, stop it.
Oh, gotta gush over you.
Stop, man. I'm so glad I hide behind this icon because my face is red as shit right now.
Well, it's really fun being a part of it, and I really do feel like you're projectile, man. You're SpaceX, brother. We're watching. We're experiencing your rise together.
The pleasure is all mine, and we're all rising together. None of us succeed unless we all do. We ought to keep helping each other.
I saw a quote the other day, and it was like "rising tides lift up all boats" or something like that. I thought it was pretty cool. It was pretty pertinent.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make that my next album name.
Yeah.
Man, that's a beautiful way to end this episode.
Lift all.
It's beautiful.
Every Wednesday night, join us. Blow your brains out. 9 p.m. I'm Ricky Warden. Our host Dave Jarvis. Our band tonight, Stonehaven. If you want to support Blow Your Brains Out, the best thing you can do is support the band. Support Stonehaven.
Go see them on tour.
Support Ariel's band, Against All Odds.
Support Outlaw Video. Support Blow Your Brains Out. Support your local scene, because that's where the good shit is coming from.
Buy drinks at venues.
Drifting to sleep and just fade away.
Have a good evening, y'all.
No one will know where you will go. Your safest space, 'cause hiding behind your cute little smile, the darkness it grows with each passing hour. Can't turn back the dial. I'm feeling so cold. smile. It's getting too much for me to control. Oh, I've lost all control and I'm never enough. I'm feeling so cold, not to the touch, falling so fast. Please don't you dare hold the grudge. 'Cause this fake little smile, it's getting too much for me to control. Oh, I've lost all control and I'm never enough. I'm feeling so
All my drinking buddies are in jail. And I'm too drunk to drive to go pay their bail. But you know if I really gotta go, I ain't got near enough dough. And so now all my drinking buddies are still in jail. Well, I was going good, drinking at the bar when my buddy ran into the back of a cop car. I found it kind of funny, man, I thought it was a joke, but he never came back. Here comes the tavern, I'm broken. Now all my drinking buddies are in jail. And I'm too drunk to drive to go pay their bail. But you know if I really gotta go, I ain't got near enough
all my drinking buddies still listening to the program. You know, Dave, I'm just glad that you're prepared for the water fountain tomorrow.
I'll be honest with you. I'm currently in one of those stages where everything sounds like jumbled mess. I can kind of tell some of the words that you're saying. So I'm basically just waving my phone all over the room until I get clear signal again. So talk as long as you want, and I will let you know when you sound normal to me again. My apologies, ladies and gentlemen.
what what I'm saying is that when people bring up Tupac at work tomorrow, you'll be prepared. it's like it's like knowing who won the sports game. Did the Cowboys win? It's really trending. It's like international trendy shit. It's what everyone's going to be talking about tomorrow. It's someone got arrested for the murder of Tupac.
Well, it's good to see Las Vegas PD doing something.
I just wish they'd get on with the hologram version of Tupac. You know, go ahead and put him up in the sky and march him across America.
Oh, they've been doing the hologram thing for a little bit. Hey, who do we got on next week?
Man, me and you.
Okay.
I don't know, but I'm sure that you can find someone. You have a list of your own, and I probably have a little list too. But
Okay.
if
I'll look into it.
anyone is listening right now, oh, I know the hedonistic punk vatos. Where you guys at tonight?
And we've had this. Yeah. Renee, he can't do it Wednesday nights because he's working.
That's all right. Tell him to bring us with him. We'll follow him around at work. No, I'm fucking around.
Okay. Well, I'll put the word to the street and see if I can turn up some guests for next week.
I guess we're gonna have to. Obviously, you can tell I'm not that worried about it, and I'm not that worried about it because I'm worried about the program falling apart. I just feel like it's not that big of a deal. So, knock it out of the park, baby. Once again, let's go.
Oh yeah. Good times
And
tonight.
anyone listening tonight, tomorrow, or even a year from now, just slide on into the DM of mine or Dave's. We're all about promoting local music. We've been very fortunate, bro, to promote these bands.
Yeah. Who would y'all like to see us interview? That's chime in the comments. Let us know who you'd like to hear on this show.
While we listen to one more song or in the comments after the show.
Just whoever is listening to this tomorrow morning, a week from now, a month from now.
Yeah, that's the thing, man. Is like right now, anyone listening, if they typed in the comments on Facebook or YouTube, and I don't know about Twitch and even Twitter. Somehow this is supposed to be being broadcast to Twitter. I don't fully understand it all. And I'm honestly, Dave, probably going to shut it back down because I don't have time to run Twitch.
Understand.
It almost doesn't make sense. Is if we can broadcast on YouTube and Facebook, I think that's where everyone's listening.
Yeah.
So anyway, anyone listening on either Facebook or YouTube, and I'm on the comments right now. It looks like everyone commented from YouTube tonight. And the reason why is because YouTube is more of a, national or international format. Whereas Facebook is a little more, local oriented, I guess.
Yeah.
And our shows, usually our comments, the majority come from Facebook.
That's because we're insane people.
You know, either way, to me, it's kind of funny. I'm a YouTube guy. You know, when I when I sit back to watch something, I go, "What's on YouTube?" And I go, "Oh, Kill Tony's on."
Yeah, I was thinking about like because I know a few stand-up comedians, but I mean they don't really fit into the music, show that we have. But I still think they would be great guests. I didn't know what exactly the parameters you were looking for with this show.
Of which show? This one or?
Yeah, yeah, this one.
Oh, yeah, I'm totally down for a comedian. You know what I would prefer to have, bro? If I had it my way, my dream would be to have an engineer, right? If I could count on someone to do, everything without me having to even think about it, and I could perform, then I could do comedy. Like I could create multiple characters and have a great time. My challenge is that I'm because I have a producer, a production mindset. Like I see a big vision when I'm doing one thing, not future vision. When I'm doing this, I see the. So I know I have to pull up graphics. I know I have to, go look at websites and pull up websites, and I have to do different things.
I'll be honest. I miss Waja just interrupting us, like at the
I
end of
do
our
too. I
that
love that
shit.
shit.
Those train wreck the fucking spiels were just great.
I guess I need to start hitting Grego up again. I think that's what it was more than anything. I used to send him the link every week, but I don't know. I just would. I guess it's time more than anything, But I also don't want to just send the link to everyone every fucking week and bug everyone. I don't know what it is, Dave Jarvis. It's one of those kind of things, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Where you just wear a dank shirt around that says "Get off my ass, get on my dick," and not two fucks anywhere. Like I'll wear this shirt into the grocery store and to the liquor store and whatever I'm doing. You know.
Yeah.
Admittedly, not when I'm with Phoenix, but I enjoy wearing it. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll put some feelers out for the next coming weeks. Do we have any upcoming shows that are set in stone?
Man, I really don't know. I'll go to my phone and look in my notes. I keep the schedule in my notes. And
Okay.
no. I only have the one person in mind for an interview not in mind, but I got a lot of people I'd like to interview. I think it's too late to interview Bad Marriage. They're playing Trees very soon.
Yeah. Yeah, I keep hitting up Chaz to from Haltom to come on the show, but he never responds. I think he's old school. I don't think he really texts. But I used to work in a call center, so I don't really
From
like calling
Haltom?
people.
From Haltom, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I
Chaz
get all
Buchanan.
of that. Okay, so well, it's just because he's really busy, I guess.
Oh yeah,
like
he's
like the
definitely busy.
rest of us.
Yeah. I know.
But
I would love to get Motown from Hillbilly Orchestra on. I love him. I think he's in Little Green Men as well. But yeah, Motown Roberts. I think he would be a great interview.
for sure.
And then Jermaine Bloodied. I think he would be a great interview. I'd love to get the fucking Spicoli from KNON up on here. Do you know Spicoli?
I don't really know him like personally as a friend or anything. No. Mm-mm. No, we met. I played the KNON benefit with my band, me and my dead friends, when we were breaking out. And I thought we did a hot set. I think they asked us to play 30 minutes, and we had a full, like a full 45 and going on an hour set, right? And we were building that, and I felt like it was a solid set. So anyway, we had to shorten knock off a couple of songs, which we had never done. So I felt like we played a hot ass set, and we uh, did a live Facebook video of the set on an iPhone, so it sounded really good with a friend who was willing to, get some nice angles and everything. And again, it was in support of KNON. So I think we kicked ass. I had a great time. And so that's when I met him, and he introduced the band that day. I say day because we went on around 4 or 5 or something. Yeah.
Oh, hey, did I tell you I started working on a new album?
You did mention that earlier, dude, and I'm happy as fucking, fuck for you, bro.
Yeah, dude. It's
I
the
mean,
the
I
whole
expect
thing.
none
It's
the
just
less.
it's a half-hour song with like 20 small songs inside of it, but it's all one track, and it's gonna be like totally epic Conan the Barbarian type shit.
What is that? I mean,
And then I actually have an album coming out at the end of December, but that's just between you and me and whoever's listening right now.
and like, so, I mean, I'm not surprised. I expect that from you. And I hope you're able to, make some money off of what you've already put out.
Uh, I,
Enough to fund more music. You know, I mean, I think that's the first goal, isn't it?
well, really, I just hope that whatever you do while listening to my music, that it's a good time and that it adds to the experience. That's really all I care about.
Well, I can tell you that it's a crazy world, right? 2023. The majority of the time, I listen to your music. It's not all the time, but it is the majority of the time. It's on this show, right? Or my other shows because I have a business and I play your music on that show. And then I make individual videos where not only am I able to pull your music from my devices and into my videos and then publish them, but I'm also able to, and hopefully someone's listening and you'll go have a good time and do this right now because this is fun. You can do it. And it's go to Facebook or YouTube, and when you're choosing music for your reel or your short, I guess it's a short on YouTube and it's a reel on Facebook. Um, you can choose X610 chill music. You can also choose dank music
Well,
and
thank you very much for having
put
me
it with
be a
your
part of your
pictures and
channel, brother.
videos. Oh,
And that's
dude,
so
it's a
cool
good
that
time.
it's so cool that Phoenix is almost at 1 million views, man. That's so cool.
Just on that one video. You know what's crazy is I posted the analytics where he's way off from the viewer time. Like way off. And so am I. Like my business YouTube channel, I make like $100 a month, 120, something like that. I used to make a little more when I was posting videos every day. You know, it's not
Yeah.
really that much money for as much work as I put into it. But the truth is I never started making those videos to make money. So I wouldn't had stopped even if I had never made money. I put them out so that my services can be conveniently found, you know. I grew up in the age of the yellow page phone book, bro, and I immediately noticed, you know, Google and the internet as the new phone book, and it's like, okay, if I do nothing else in the world, I'm gonna establish myself in this fucking place, you know, so I can make some money. And be me, you know, that's what's important. You can find me on nextdoor.com, YouTube, Google, Facebook, and I have hundreds, literally, of positive reviews from my customers. So, you know, to me, I love transparency. Like, I thrive on transparency. Right? People say, what you got to hide? Nothing, my freedom, motherfucker. I'll be the motherfucker hiding my freedom. You know, right now I'm enjoying it.
Right.
I feel the same way, bro. I got, more than anything, I got like a half beer to drink, but I got a good piss to take.
That's why I keep muting my microphone.
Well, bro, how about I go ahead and play some, who's playing that show? The Deep? Let's go ahead and play The Deep because they're playing this weekend at the Growl, right?
Sounds like a good deal right there.
And I'll be right back and join you with maybe some X610 chills, so hold your breath for that. It's called... Stoner rock at its finest. The deep, undying confrontation.
Well, folks, I have to get up early, so I will be saying peace out to all of you. Ricky, always a pleasure. Love you, bro.
Yeah, man, hope you kick ass at work tomorrow, and myself, because I got to work all day to finish up this job, man. You can see my videos if you know who I am on my YouTube channel.
That's right, Christian Painters. Y'all check out his page.
Ass every goddamn day.
Yeah, man. Well, hey, man, I love you. I love Phoenix. And y'all have a wonderful rest of the evening, all right?
Sleep well, bro. Sweet dreams and safe travels always.
Yes, sir. Peace, y'all.
It's getting sad, hear you brag about a grown-ass man. Bro, you ain't running shit but your jaw. I'm just saying, how you the king of this jungle that we playing? And then go begging for your mama for that rent you latin'. And stop playing, cause that purple gets you hurt. Flashing that money from your folks around them dudes that have to work. I know your parents rich and that's cool, congratulations. But don't ever trip thinking you know our situations. And it's a shame you think we're the same, and it's disgracing my name with this motherfucking layman. Okay, then just keep your mouth shut and stop faking, cause you ain't that grown-ass man like them claims you was making.
If you a grown-ass man, put your panties in the air. If you a grown-ass man, what you put in your hair? If you a grown-ass man, why you whine all the time? If you a grown-ass man, how come your girlfriend's mine? If you a grown-ass man, put your panties in the air. If you a grown-ass man, what you put in your hair? If you a grown-ass man, why you whine all the time? If you a grown-ass man, how come your girlfriend's mine? I'm a grown-ass man, but let me get $1. You done with that beer, but well, let me get a swallow. I'm still looking for a job while I'm living with my father. He won't get off my ass about loading the dishwasher. I got 7 baby mamas from Texas to the Bahamas. I don't know half their names, I smoke too much marijuana. I can't afford no food for my stupid pet iguana. I could get out of bed before noon, but I don't wanna. I'm a grown-ass man wearing Velcro shoes. If an alarm's going off, bitch, you know I'm hitting snooze. My meth marked face is covered in tattoos. Why ain't the grocery store calling me for my interview? If you a grown-ass man, put your panties in the air. If you a grown-ass man, what you put in your hair? If you a grown-ass man, why you whine all the time? If you a grown-ass man, how come your girlfriend's mine? If you a grown-ass man, put your panties in the air. If you a grown-ass man, what you put in your hair? If you a grown-ass man, why you whine all the time? If you a grown-ass man, how come your girlfriend's mine?
If you a grown-ass man, you stand up on your own. If you a grown-ass man, you work your hands to the bone. If you a grown-ass man, you can't go running home. Ain't got no backup, no phone in the chrome. Just get it on. I built my rep from the ground up. So when I look you in the eye, you look away because you front. You tryna play like you know the struggle, but you don't, and we know you fake thuggin'. It's no love when your bitch come to my door. How you a grown-ass man and a servant to this hoe? You killed your friendships over that bitch, you fucking the moron. Moron, what's a moron, cousin?
If you a grown-ass man, put your panties in the air. If you a grown-ass man, what you put in your hair? If you a grown-ass man, why you whine all the time? If you a grown-ass man, how come your girlfriend's mine? If you a grown-ass man, put your panties in the air. If you a grown-ass man, what you put in your hair? If you a grown-ass man, why you whine all the time? If you a grown-ass man, how come your girlfriend's mine?
How about that? That's Infinity Vein right there. Beautiful song. Infinity Vein is the band. If you got 2 shows coming up where you can see this band play, I don't know how to tell you more but to say that I've never been more honored than I am now to play these bands for you. I mean, these are really good bands. Really good bands. Really good songs. And if you want to support Blow Your Brains Out, Outlaw Video TV, support these bands. Support yourself. Go out and, enjoy this music. That's what it's about. It does take both. It's a 2-part process, writing original music that you can perform live. But the performance process has magic of its own that the recording process and listening to it in your car or in your bedroom or while you're making love or while you're getting married or while you're getting divorced. It's all the same. And I'm just saying that I'm fucking honored to play this music for everyone, and I'm listening to it myself, and it's, pretty fucking cool. So I'm going to go ahead and play maybe 1, maybe 2 more songs, and I'm out.
Hold, feet spanning on disease. Pray.
here comes our criminal now. What do you have to say for yourself?
Why,
here comes our
along on our Wednesday night. Just moving that shit along. That's some good music. That was Iron Jaw with Pyromancer before that. And you can see on the screen that's me and my dead friends right there. Alright, so here we go with Killdozer by the Trespassers. Blow your brains out every Wednesday night, 9 p.m. Say what? Blow your brains out. There. Every Wednesday night, 9 p.m. Killdozer, the Trespassers. It's rock and roll. Moving on out. Blow it up.
Just trying to pay his bills.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I love you all. Sincere love and appreciation to each and every one of you listening tonight. And I will promise to end the show. I got drunk and fell off. Thank you for falling off with me this evening. We shall fall all off together. Every Wednesday night, blow your brains out. Freedom, that's what it's all about. This is independence.
Where y'all open? Where y'all open? My man. My man. Hey, get some calls. Hey, get working with the public, trying to take a piss while everybody asking me how much that is. Well, read it for me, Yoda. What those numbers represent? And then they pause for a second, say 99 cents. You did it, big guy. There's a tornado outside, so you rest your fucking life for a gun and cool lights. I'm not trying to judge, but I'm hungover as shit, and every word out your mouth is fucking mongoloidish. Fake P gets more jobs than college degrees. Learning to read is as popular as Chinese cheese. Schizophrenics are my favorite, hopping up and down the pavement, rocking a hospital bracelet casket if I got a basement. Giving me some filthy cash that they just fished out their ass. Sanitizer on my hands won't wash away your stinking gas. Pointing at the product like they were a caveman, talking on their speakerphone. Tweaker bitches need a tan. How much this? How much that? Give me some boys, Russian cream throwbacks. What that is, what that was. I'm still on paper, give me CBD buds. How much this? How much that? And give me some boys and Russian cream throwbacks. What that is, what that was. I'm still on paper, give me CBD buds. How much these is Jesus? Will you learn English? I ain't being facetious. I don't got motherfucking psychokinesis. Relinquish the money in your pocket, bitch. I mean this when I tell you wanna scream, cause I can smell your bag of shit with a hand of mildew. Got no hair, but you need some shampoo. Try opening up your mouth when you speak. Fucking creep, sounding like a ventriloquist without any teeth. They be asking why I'm taxing. I ain't the government, I'm a Texan. You got some nuts and you wanna flex them. Turn right around, go another direction. I don't care about your fucking election. Tell your bitch she give an erection. Stick my dick in without protection. Fill their ass up, make her have a C-section. Crack fiends doing back handsprings, yelling yes queen, asking for chore boy screams when I'm the God scream. See the sign that says don't lean. I forgot you can't read. Forrest Gump's got you beat, Lieutenant Dan ice cream. How much this? How much that? Give me some boys, Russian cream.